Hi. So, guess what? Before I start this, I just want to say I moved into Oshkosh, Wisconsin, which is just like 20 or less miles away from here. Now, I moved into Oshkosh, Wisconsin in November 2006. It's 2024, so it's been 18, as in 2 years short of 2 decades. Because there's 19 and then there's 20. Okay, and then I visit my grandparents' house a lot, in which is here in Neenah, but it's like 5 miles. It's less than just 5 miles, as in 5 in single digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the significance of this is I want to show you this. Look, some people might know. They might know this. I know these. This might be a familiar sight. I don't know how well you can see that. Just take a look at that. I'll take a look down there. Does that look familiar to you? Down there? Somebody would walk out of there vlogging, and then they go into like here maybe, and then they do like a lot of their vlogs start to like take off. Like, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but you can see that. Like, that's such an iconic like walk down that he does. You see that? Yeah. You know what that is? That's where the legendary NintendoCapriSun of the Runaway Guys used to live. So regularly, since 2006, all the way up to April 30th, 2015, the legendary NintendoCapriSun was, when I was in Oshkosh, he'd be like 20 or less miles away from me. And then when I was visiting my grandparents in Neenah, he was only less than 5 miles away from me. But you know what? I feel like such a dork for not knowing who he was back in the day. Oh man. Because, oh man, I feel like I really should have, but it does make sense. Like, you know, I am going to say this, you know. Can I get a view here? Oh yeah, there's Tom's driving, just so you know, you can see that. I was supposed to like show that too. I think Tim like mounted his camera somewhere over there and did a dance. See that? Just like let you see that to verify. Okay. Boy, that car is loud, boy, I'll tell you. Okay, so let's get the view in here. You see it okay? Yeah. Taking a dump, taking a dump, taking a dump, take a dump. So, yeah, I gotta say, it makes sense. I think it does make sense why things felt so lit back in the day. I also just want to say it's really trippy timing too, how like a month after my grandfather passes away, and then NintendoCapriSun moves out. So it's just like a really trippy combination. But I just want to go ahead and pay tribute here to Timothy Lloyd Bishop. Just want to give thanks to you, man, for your Let's Plays and your vlogs and everything. I just want to say it's really cool being like pretty close to you, although I'm not sure I've ever met you, but there was a time in late December 2009 when we were pulling into Pick and Save. I don't know if you remember seeing like a Cadillac, and like if you saw like a curly hair guy with his Flip Ultra HD camera, but yeah, if that was you in a parking lot, then I was like at least one time within less than 30 feet of you. So yeah, it's just really an honor like be like really close proximity, pretty close proximity to you for like in terms of miles for so many years. I got notes here. I'm just like doing the Let's Play thing like I do now, where I got like a notepad like signposting the things for me to like remember. Like there's a little piece of like text, and then I have to like remember on top of my head the rest of it. But okay, so I just want to like give thanks like for you being like another good voice for me to like latch onto. And then like watching you and watching the others and the Runaway guys like helped me realize that it's also important for me to be a voice for people to latch onto too. And you know, speaking of like different voices for people to latch onto, it's like I like in 2024 I come to like develop this appreciation where like there's lit people who are really good, but then there's also quote unquote non-lit people who are also really good. Basically what I'm trying to say is that it's cool to like make different memories, even if it's like basically around like the same thing. But it's like done differently, so alright, so think of this. Let's just say like the only time you heard a Weird Al song, the only time you heard it was when in the background your relatives are talking dumb or something, so that would be the only copy you'd be able to latch onto. Now I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you or anything like that, but what I'm saying is if everybody's memory reference was always lit, then they wouldn't have like a calm reference to make. So I started like watching like not just like more famous people, but I even watched like people who don't even like hardly have any views at all. I just like see a lot of value of that. Speaking of, so it's really cool like having like the toilet man in the area for so many years. Yeah, speaking of toilets, it's weird like since like early September. This is the longest I have, and I still have this like weird sensation where it's like I don't know why this is the longest I've had overactive bladder syndrome. And it's like been going on for 3.5 months, and I remember I had like a little bout of it like maybe 3 years ago, but it didn't last this long. Like man, like tell you what, man, yeah. So I got like a blood test like in September to set my iron levels like real high. So what I decided to do, I know you like drinking Coke. And I really do like the Coca-Cola too, so but after seeing like my iron levels being high in my blood, I was inspired to like just drink more see-through soda like Sprite. Remember Pulp Fiction? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yeah, I know you like quoting that. And we ain't found shit. We ain't found the toilet. But yeah, so for 3 months, like 3 months later, after I started, like for the most part, not entirely, I still like indulge in some Coke here and there. But yeah, for the most part, when I had soda, it was like stuff that I could visibly see through, like Sprite. So in December, I got another blood test, and now my iron levels are back normal. And not only that, but speaking of dumps, my dumps have been way smoother and way smaller now. So it makes me wonder, like the Coca-Cola was making it harder, making it bigger, harder, and longer, you know? Because in all those ways, it got reduced that way. So it makes me wonder. So when I first found you, like consciously, like I remember, like maybe in 2012, 2013, I might have heard Attacking Toucans. I've heard him like mention your name, but of course, just like so many names I've heard. I was like a bit kind of a dork, just didn't look them up for whatever reason. But in 2017, so the funny thing is like I was like had like different fans using the internet back then. I was using the Nintendo Wii to like watch YouTube videos, and the only way to get the YouTube app to work on the system is I had to like figure out the system pin that my sister set, and I was able to like manually like crack it within like less than 150 tries. So yeah, so I started like watching clips of you. Damn, dude, the phone said 38% battery, and now it's like, okay, all of a sudden it's shutting itself off like the battery's too low. Like, jeez, boy, I'll tell ya, you're crazy, man, you're crazy. Oh man, my notes. Okay, but yeah, so I started watching clips of you, NintendoCapriSun, and also Chuck Conroy in like on 2017. And then like when I got my new smartphone later that year, sometime like maybe within some months, I started like watching you like regularly, like on, like not regularly as in keeping up like of all the videos and everything. Although there was like when you were doing Zooter for a while, like maybe 19 or 18, I was like almost like right anal on it, you know. Look at that legendary apartment. Just look at that. Look at that. That's where you used to be, and then you'd like take those walks down there. But yeah, so Yeah, 2018, you're like one of the main things that really helped me. You know, I remember that like in that year in 2018, you know, your mother passed away. Rest in peace, of course. Later that same year, my father passed away. He had glioblastoma, so yeah, it was bad. Yeah. I feel like I'm just forgetting stuff now, but I just want to say thank you for like giving me inspiration and courage to like make videos myself too and push myself forward and out there. So I really appreciate you, man. Yeah. I'm not sure what else to really say. I lost access to my notes, so that's really bad. Oh yeah, Marilyn from the Runaway Guys, if you're watching this, can you do your damn like a race car? Yeah, that'd be cool to hear too. All right, so hold on, I just wanna go look at this real quick. Let's go to this Tom's Drive-In. This will help to like verify something here. So, you and a guy like did a video where you like went eating here. I don't remember I don't know if the thing's still here now, but you did like a little dance like in front of this store and you like mounted the camera. I want to do like a little something too. Taking a dump, taking a dump, flush, 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 flush. Taking a dump. Yeah. Taking a dump. Flush, 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 flush. Okay, well, I guess I better get going. So, oh yeah, I just want to say yes, Becky Star, yes, that was me, Io, who, like, give you all that really cool advice about, like, you know, like, having, like, motivation, like, do streaming or Let's Plays. Like I said, there's no pressure, you know, but I don't know, just something, like, snapped to me. Like, especially, like, when I watched Lucagen's, like, DRV free Let's Play, and, like, I realized I had to step into action. I had to, like, really get into stuff, and, like, that's when I started recording for my Paper Mario Nintendo 64 Let's Play. So, yeah, alright. Just take a look one more time. I think you come out right around here, and then you go down there. Okay, I gotta go. Alright, so, this is Irwin Y0. Thanks NintendoCapriSun, and here you go.